Good afternoon everyone. So we have implemented a mini project of a subject that is cloud computing, which is based on an Hadoop file system that is HDFS. So let's start with it implementation and working. First we have installed SSH on both PCs. Then we have generated public as well as private key for their users. We ensured that they were on a same LAN. We have noted their IP. So for noting their IP, you have to go to the network connections. In network connection there is an wired connection. In wired connection you have to go to IPv4 settings. In IPv4 setting there is an IP address. So okay, this is an IP address for master, as well as you have to implement same thing in an slave thing. So after implementing the slave thing, you have to mention all of these ID. So for that you have to enter in a su Hadoop, that is you have to start the su Hadoop session, that is Hadoop session. After entering your password, you are into an Hadoop session. So in an Hadoop session, the command for that is to include the IP addresses of slave as well as master in and master. So you have to use nano etc/etc nano/etc/host. After entering this command, you have to know about the both of the IP addresses that are mentioned in that file. So that is master, that is 10.66.0.1 as well as slave. For this you have to implement in the slave session. So that's all. After that we will be looking into the further sessions. Okay, so let's start with the second session. In second session we have to generate the keys for both of the PCs. Then we have to exchange that keys on the master PC as well as of key of the slave into a master PC and vice versa. So for doing that we have to first go to cd, that is .ssh. After doing that you have to just ls. Here you can see there are two authorized key, IDRSA and IDRSA.pub. Here you can get that keys from an IDRSA. So for that you have to go to nano IDRSA for getting this is a private key of master, as well as you can get the same key from slave. You have to copy this, then you have to retrieve the key, that is second key from IDRSA.pub. Here you can see there is a similar key. You have to also retrieve the similar key from the slave. After that you have to copy both of these keys from the master as well as slave, and you have to put it into one file, that is nano authorized key. So let's open the nano authorized key. After opening the nano authorized key, you can see here this is the first authorized, that is ID RSA pub. It is an second ID, that is just an RSA. Here you can see this is an RSA from the slave, and similar thing you have to do in the slaves. So what is the purpose of this? So this was done to enable passwordless login on both PCs. So in the third session we have started all of the Hadoop installation. So we have installed Hadoop on both of the PCs and added the slave PCs alias in worker file, so that both the slave PCs as well as the master PC work as a data storage for HDFS. So then after that we have started all Hadoop daemons on the master node. So what are the Hadoop daemons? Hadoop daemons are the set of processes that run on Hadoop. So for starting the Hadoop daemons we use start dash, that is hyphen all .sh. Okay, so this will take couple of minutes to run. So you have to do this command only on master slave. You don't have to do this command on the slave. You have to do this command on only master, not on the slave. So after running this we will be looking at our fourth session. We verified that all daemons are running on master node as well as slave node. So we have to verify it by using jps command. So after putting the jps command, here you can see there are total 5 outputs, that is name node, resource manager, jps, secondary name node and data node. Similarly you have to work on this command on the slave. So after implementing the command on the slave, you can see only 3 output, that is node manager, data node and jps. Then we created an HDFS directory name as input, which has distributed on both of the PCs, and we have trade putting files into one of the distributed storage and access through it. So this is the command, that is the first command for making a directory that is a name as input. So as we have already implemented or we have already built that hashtag input, so it's showing as file exists. So after that, if you wanted to check or you wanted to create another file that is an txt file, so you can use similarly, that is just nanosample.txt. So in nanosample.txt we have implemented a text file that is hello, this is an Hadoop master. So after that you have to save it by Ctrl X Y and enter. So after doing that, you have to put that example.txt file into an directory name as input. So for putting that file, so you have to use the command as HDFS DFS hyphen put example.txt/input. So this command is used to put that sample.txt file into an directory name as input. So as we have already implemented that thing, so it's showing as file exists. So that's all. For the next session we will be implementing the next thing. So all of the previous process that were done on all of the previous processes that were done on the master, after that you have to move to the slave. So in slave PC you have to do cat, that is, and you have to use HDFS DFS cat input /example.txt. By using this command you can retrieve that the information that was stored into a master file that we have used into an input directory. So you can see the output, that is hello, this is an Hadoop master. So this was the input text that was given to the example.txt in the master slave file. Okay, after that we are still in the slave PC. So in slave PC we have created a file that is nanosample.txt. In nanosample.txt we have implemented some of the text. So after implementing the sum of the text, you have to put that file into a simple directory, that is input, that was created by the master. So after we have implemented the command, so it has been implemented that the example2.txt file is merged into a directory named as input. So we will be looking at that file can be accessed by a master also. Okay, after we have seen that the slave has created an example2.txt file, we can access it by HDFS DFS hyphen cat input example2.txt. After entering, you can see that the slave that is created the file, that is hello, this is slave PC, has been displayed on the master PC. So that was the implementation of HDFS using two of the PCs. So we will be looking at the conclusion on it. Hence we have created a distributed storage on LAN using two PCs, that is master as well as slave. So thank you.